Hello guys, welcome back to Big Ando Studio. This is what they happen, your favorite show on YouTube. Guys, you know what I do on this channel. I do bring you all your trending news. Any story where the trend be, any news, anywhere the story will happen for me, you know, say me, Big Ando, I go bring them to you. So please, if it's your first time watching me, you see where the red button, they go there right now. Go and subscribe to the channel. Put the channel on post notifications so that any video I drop, you will be the first to watch. There's a new update on the Igbo king here in Ghana. Yeah, when I talk about the Igbo king, I know by now most of you have heard stories about this Igbo king. Yeah, he tried building a kingdom here in Ghana. There's an update to the story because the Igbo king has now come out to explain a whole lot about how the whole thing came about. You know, a whole lot of Ghanaians got pissed off when they heard that this man is trying to build an Igbo kingdom here in Ghana. I think in the Ningo Pram Pram, in the Ningo Pram Pram, when he was trying to build his Igbo kingdom there, a whole lot of Ghanaians were pissed off about the whole thing. Even me, the first time I heard that, I was like, what? How can someone just come all the way from Nigeria and the person will be like, I want to build a kingdom here in Ghana? Because it is not done anywhere. A Ghanaian cannot just live here and go to Nigeria and be like, I want to build a kingdom in Nigeria. You know, I'm the one person that I support everything like black. When like I have this perception that if the person is our African brother, when it comes to our country, we have to welcome the person with love. The same thing, vice versa. When we go to their country, they have to welcome us with love. I don't support the situation that an African man will be trying to drive out his African brother from his land. No, I don't support that. But what this Igbo king was trying to achieve is something that is impossible. It is not done anywhere. You cannot just go to someone's land and try to build a kingdom in the person's land. That one is not done anywhere. So I think this is the one situation that I supported every Ghanaian who never agreed to it. This is the one situation that I supported every Ghanaian who never agreed to this. But now he's out to explain the whole details. According to the self-acclaimed Igbo king, he said, the video that came out that got a whole lot of Ghanaians pissed off is an old video, a video that he was very, very young. He was very, very young when he did that video. And even the details in the video is not what people, got. Because the story that came out was wrong from the video that he did at that moment. Even he set an example that you could see in the video that, in that old video, that he was having a small beard, a small line beard. But right now he's having a full beard. So you can see that video is an old video. And even in that video, he never talked of building a kingdom here in Ghana, but he said he wanted to build an Igbo village here in Ghana.
But I'm creating Igbo village, which has never happened in the history of the world among the Igbos in the world. As I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land, that is 250 plus of land along the Flower Road, that is at Old Ningo area. But along that road, it's right on the road. I acquired 250 plus of land. My reason of acquiring this land is to build Igbo village in Ghana. I call it Amandi Igbo in Ghana. We'll build a village where we're gonna build the palace of Igbo there, a huge palace. We'll build Igbo town hall there with about 2,000 capacity chairs and 100 rooms guest house. The essence of this guest house is most of the times our governors and our Igbo great leaders do come to Ghana. You know, they always go with their entourage. If they come to Ghana, their entourage will see where they will lodge for free of charge, maybe for a day or two. Most of their visits, it doesn't take more than 48 hours or 24 hours. They stay there free of charge and they know that, yes, this is what they have benefited from the Igbos living in Ghana. Again, our people that have accommodation problem and all that will come get there at least for 2 or 3 days before they can get a out of the country, or those that come into the country in one way or the other will have accommodation of 100 rooms guest house. We will also, in the palace of the Igbo, we will also have apartment there for special guests like governors and ministers. And in future, I know that we, the Igbos, will provide president in Nigeria. And I know that the president that will rule Nigeria at time to come must be an Igbo man. And one day, by the special grace of God, he also going to be part of those that are going to lodge at the guest house there in Igbo village. In that Igbo village, my good brother, what I want to do there is we'll create streets there. We'll create streets that will represent the names of the ancient Igbos. We'll create the streets that will bear the name of Sambakwe Street. That's the ex-governor of Imo State. We'll create a street that will bear the name of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria. We'll create a street that will bear the name of Nzogo. We'll create a street that will bear, of course, the name of my father also, Zemaladi Henetu. And all the great Igbo leaders that they have gone, and those are present, will create streets in their name that will represent them in Igbo village in Ghana. And this Igbo village in Ghana, every Igbo man all over the world have right to come there and buy property. Either you want a plot of land or 2 plots of land to build your dream house.
According to the Igbo king, people misquoted what he was trying to say. The story that came out, according to him, he said the story that came out was lies, because he has never said anywhere that he wants to build an Igbo kingdom here in Ghana, because he understands that you cannot go to some West country, you cannot go to someone's land and try to build a kingdom in the person's kingdom, whilst there are different kingdoms in that same country. So there is no way he was even going to say that he's going to build a kingdom. But what he said was that he wanted to build a village, an Igbo village here in Ghana. And even still, I still have a problem with that. You cannot build an Igbo village here in Ghana. You cannot build an Igbo village here in Ghana. If you want to build a company and name it Igbo Company, fine, we can understand that, because when you come here in Ghana, there are companies called China Mall. Chinese people have their company here and they've named it China Mall. So you can build a company and name it Igbo Company. Maybe Igbo Industry, Igbo Factory. Nobody has a problem with that. But immediately that you are going to say that I am building an Igbo village, I am building an Igbo land. Some people will say that when you go to the US, there's a place called Chinatown. Nah. US for the anymore. We are talking about here in Africa. I'm not sure that you can go to anywhere in Nigeria and there will be a place called Ghana Village or Ghana Kingdom. I'm not sure about it. That we can go to Nigeria and see a place like that there. Give us the same respect. Give us the same respect. You are on our land. No, as I said, nobody have a problem with any Nigerian man. Nobody have a problem with any Nigerian. You come here, you do your business, you get your money, you go. If you want to stay, you stay. But to the extent that you want to build a village here, no, that one there, we cannot accept that one. So even Mr. I still have a problem with that video, which he is saying that he never said he wanted to build a kingdom, but rather he said he wanted to build a village. Still, I have a problem with that. Still, I have a problem with that. You cannot build a village here. See, we have enough villages here in Ghana. We have enough villages here in Ghana. We have so many villages here in Ghana. So I don't think we need more villages here in Ghana. We need more industries, more factories. That's what we need. We need more businesses. So if you want to establish a business here, fine, that one is cool. But for you to say, Charlie, I beg, watch the video as he was explaining the whole thing.
The video you are seeing on the internet that I said will build Igbo village was made 2013, 12 years ago. If you look at my age now, my age then, that time no small biabia. That time, you can see the video how young I was then, 12 years ago. Now, we have no piece of land acquired in Ningo Pram Pram for that project, because it did not come to pass. Nowhere in Ghana we bought land for Igbo village till now, till tomorrow. But it was so bad that some of our bloggers misinterpreted the vision, and they said we want to build Igbo kingdom in Ghana. That is 100% lies. If you go back to that video, you see what I said is Igbo village. And the interpretation of village is different from kingdom. We have no any plan to build any kingdom in Ghana. We cannot build kingdom on top of someone's kingdom.
So you've heard it for yourself. You've heard it for yourself. But the first video that came out, we are all saying that he wanted to build a kingdom. But right now he never said he wanted to build a kingdom, but he said he wanted to build a village. Build village, saying. So no, how are you going to call it? Igbo village, Ibolian village. Like, I want to know. Because this is Ghana. Here is Ghana. Ghana. So anything, even any village that you build here should be named in a Ghanaian way. It should be named in a Ghanaian way. But for you to say, oh, you wanted to build an Igbo village, I understand that. But why don't you go to Nigeria and build an Igbo village there? Because I think that is where you are from. So if you want to build a village, you can go to Nigeria and acquire a big land, get a big land, and build an Igbo village there. Simple as that. Because if you have a dream that you want to build a special place, you want to build a special place for Igbo people, you want to get a special place for Igbo people that they can rest, that they can have good treatment, you can go to Nigeria, because Nigeria, like Igbos are from Nigeria. So you can go there, get a land, build an Igbo village for them. It's not necessary that you have to come to Ghana and build an Igbo village here. Wait, by now, I'm sure that he's having a change of mind, because he knows it's never going to work. You know, Ghanaians have been on demonstration against this. I think this is even part of the reasons why Ghanaians are going on demonstrations, as they want Nigerians out from the country. This is part of the reason. This may even be the main reason, the key reason why they are doing this demonstration. Because when this story came out, a whole lot of people were against this. A whole lot of people. I will not exclude myself out of this. Because when I even heard the story at the first time, I was like, how? Charlie, what does this man take us for? Here in Ghana, you want to build an Igbo kingdom? What does this guy take us for? No, Master, give us some respect. If we have given you a place to stay, if we have given you a land to do something, you cannot just say because we have tolerated you enough, we have given you a land, we have given you that respect as an African brother, so you want to use that to your advantage and say, I want to build an Igbo village. Now, for that one there, I never supported it. Because immediately you build an Igbo village, there will be another person to come and build Yoruba village. Before you see, there will be another person to come and build Ojelologba village. Before you see, the whole land of Ghana is for the Nigerians. And you know, we cannot take that, honestly. For that one, I will repeat it. We cannot support that. We cannot take that, and we are not going to accept that. Whether Igbo village, whether Igbo kingdom, whether Igbo town, it is not allowed here. It is not allowed here. As I said, you can decide to build companies. You can decide to establish industries. You can decide to establish factories and name it Igbo. You can build a big factory, a big industry, a big company, and name it Igbo company, Igbo industry, Igbo restaurant, Igbo whatever. You can do that. But the Igbo village, the Igbo village, it will not happen here in Ghana, honestly. It is not happening. It will never happen. When they even permit you to do it, we will go back on another demonstration. As I said, I will repeat myself clear. Nigerians are welcome here in Ghana. I love my African brothers. Yeah, you know, it's fun when we go that banter with them, we go that back and forth with them. It's very fun. We have that brotherly love between us. Yeah, we are one. Nigerians, Ghanaians, we are one. We love each other. But it is not to that extent that someone will say, I'm building an Igbo village here in Ghana just because, you know, we share that. No, that one, yeah, I know. My Nigerian brothers will even support me on this. They will support me on this because it's not done anyway. It is not done anyway. First, the story came out. We heard the first story. And we all watched the first video. when he was explaining how he want to build an Igbo kingdom here in Ghana that will welcome Igbo people. When Igbo people come here in Ghana and they don't have a place to stay, they can even come there. They will give them a place to stay. Like he explained a whole lot. We watched the first video, so I don't know. But according to me, he said that video is a video that he did, like it's a very long time video. That video, he said he do the video and he do the video, it be very, very long time. That time, now he be young boy. He said that time, now he be very, very young. He was a young man then. But right now, he grow. So, in fact, he has come to understand a whole lot of things. He knows these things. It is impossible. There is no way he can achieve this thing, this dream here in Ghana. I think maybe he can try other African places. Maybe they are going to raid that here. Here, we have a kingdom. We have the biggest kingdom. When you take the UK Empire out, we have the biggest kingdom here. We have the Asante Kingdom. And we have the king. Otumfo Osei Tutu Oteko also one king. The only one king. Osei Tutu Otumfo Osei Tutu. The only one king. The king with aura. Yeah, we have the kingdom here. So please, Igbo king, take your kingdom back to Nigeria. So guys, that's what is happening now. As I said, right now he's out. He has explained to us that he wanted to build a village rather, not a kingdom. But guys, what do you think about the whole thing? Do you even support him building a village here in Ghana? Do you support it? Let me know your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you also think about the whole story. Guys, please, as I said, if this is your first time watching the channel, please subscribe to the channel, put the channel on post notifications so that any video I drop, you will be the first to watch. My name is Big Ando, and guys, I am out.